Good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever you choose to be. Look at these 1 minute drawings, aren't they rubbish? But I just show you how I get there with the circles and stuff. They look shocking, but I want them to be like that, like the beaks and stuff. Shocking, but the prelims, so they don't matter. It was the feet I was looking at, different feet. Anyway, you don't need to know that. That was the one from the other day, which I really love. This book is full now. Ooh, excuse me. Can't show you all of it. Because banned. Not banned, I just can't show you. Let's start with a clean sheet. Okay, A4 sheet. Doesn't matter what to start on. I've got my little pencils and I've got some pens. So, good old mark pens. Let me show you what I'm using, and then there's no. So I've got a range of pens. This is my trusty pen set. This is my pencil set. I've got tiny little rubbers. And then these blooming things, which really make me laugh. They're really. I was like, yeah, right, okay. Look at that. Pencil sharpener for these big whopper duper pens. These, you know, these clutch pencils. Yeah, I quite like them, aren't they cool? Anyway, I'll put a link underneath, as they say. So today we're going to get really down to basics. Let's see who's in. Hello Judith. Hi Karen. Hi Sue. Hi Elaine. How are you, darling? Glynis. How are you? Hey up, duck. Hey up. Karen. One of me droopies. Liz. Hi. Hi Linda. Well, just to clarify, I am not being derogatory. Cleaning the cooker. Ooh. I'm not being derogative, but when we was at Doncaster, Karen and the lovely Tracy sat with me for a while. Well, when I say a while, I mean all day. And it was lovely. But yeah, and I can't remember which lady it was who said, "Oh, we're like groupies," but it honestly and godly sounded like she said droopies. I was like, what did she just say? Anyway, just made me crack up. So let's have a look. Oh, Rachel's in the house. Right. Oh, I've lost my end. Rachel's in the house. Who else have we got? Hello, Pam. Pam's a genius now on computers. She wasn't, but she is now. Hi, Linda. Linda's one of, I don't know Linda, right, but I know of her. Just let me, I didn't draw that anyway. Linda, I don't know Linda, but she's, when you sort of get the gist of somebody, she makes me smile because she's one of them people who will help everybody, and she puts her name to everything, and she volunteers, so it's great. You know, she's one of them lovely ladies. Hello, Emma. It was Tracy, wasn't it? Hi, Debbie. Hi, Dawn. Oh, have you? I need to chill now. I need to chill because, yeah, I just need a little bit of time. And I have to be quiet because the other half's still being restful. I'll say that in a very nice way. So today we're just going to look at pattern. Meditative pattern. What do I mean by that? Well, no grey shakes. I'm not going to try and create the Mona Lisa. I just want... Oh, look. Hello, Serena. So I'm just going to do a pattern. That's all I'm doing, pattern. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to get lost in pattern. I don't want to think about it. I just want to do it. So, those of you who eagle-eared, or I don't think that's a word, is it, eagle-eared? Excuse me, that is my stomach. It's part of me, I know. Well, your stomach is part of you, isn't it? But no, I think you're well used to it now. I just want to concentrate on pattern. Hello, Marisol. Hello, Julie. Right. So I've done 3 squares. Oh, are you looking a bit? That doesn't look quite. That's better. Let me bring you forward a bit. I've done the zoom and I've done everything, but looks a bit skew with the camera for some reason, I think. Right, okay. So I've just done 3 pattern blocks and I've just used my coaster. Okay, and the coaster's not very big. I don't know what the size is, so don't ask me. But I should presume it's what? I don't even know why I'm looking at a pencil because I don't know how big my pencil is. It's about 10 by 10 centimetres. Hello, Nikki. So we're just going to look at pattern. I just want you to sit. Right, this is where you can start laughing. But I did this at the Clarity weekend, and it was so important that people just sat comfy, because if you're not sat in the right way, you're not going to be able to concentrate on your drawing. You're going to concentrate on trying to keep still. Hello, it's Jane. Like saying, here's Johnny. Yeah, so concentrate on your drawing and not your posture. So the posture is important. So for that reason, I want you to sit down. I want you to sit with your back against the chair if you can. If you can't, there's not a lot we can do. We'll just get on with it. But sit with your back against the chair, and we're just going to do simple patterns. So sit back against the chair if you can, or you know, feet flat, because kicking camera, if your feet are flat, you've got the right 90-degree angle for sitting. Right, tilt your book if you need to. There's nowhere in the rules it says that you have to have it straight. And we're just going to dissect. And I often say this. I used to say it, not now, but I used to say it. I've got my feet flat on the floor now, I'm wiggling my toes. And I'm just going to take my pencil for a walk. So perfect. Took my pencil for a walk. You see, just segments. No rhyme, no reason. I can't put the light on because I think it'll just distort things. So, as you can see, it's very. I'll try and open that for you. That's only the neck curtain, you wouldn't believe it, would you? So it's very faint lines. And I'm allowing the pencil to choose where it goes. If there's a couple that you might need to split, so be it. So the first thing is, I'm going to do this space here. So I'm just doing within the section, so anything above it or below it I'm not. So I've put some lines in, and the next thing I'm going to do, these are just the simple lines, okay? So little tablet shapes, nothing out of the ordinary, or so I think I might need another one there. So I'm doing them in between, and then in between those. Okay, I'm happy with that. If there's a little bit that should be showing, you put that in if you wish. Hello, Denise. Don't sit then. Don't sit with your back. Get your feet on the floor then and sit right. And if you can't sit with your back on the chairs, Judith, just put a cushion behind your back, just so you've got support. So sit forward, cushions behind you, but just be comfortable. I don't want you to have to think about your feet. I want you to, don't put your feet on balancing on your toes behind you. Put them flat. Okay. So here we've got a nice pattern. We're going to finish it in a minute. So quite like that. I'm going to put in now. Turn my book, and I'm just going to use this section here for a circular pattern. So I'm just going to go now. My advice is, once you've got the pattern you like, try and maintain the size. If that's not feasible for you, just draw one, cut round it. I'm drawing like what do they call, like drops. Looks a bit weird, that one, but we'll come to it. I'm missing a bit here. Just trying to catch up a minute. 1 minute. Oh, thank you, Pam. Hi, Nikki. Sorry I missed you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I keep trying to put my feet off the floor. Yeah. Oh, now, you see there, I'm not into that because it's too near. Where's my end gone? It's too near. I want it to have space around it. That's because I was looking elsewhere. Right, I've decided this pattern needs separated maybe, so I might only go to that. So it's pattern, and you know, now this might be for me. I've heard a bang. Might be mini headphones. Got my headphones stuck in my phone. Oh, honestly, I was so bereft. It was awful. And you know why? Because I couldn't listen to my book on the way home. Yeah, I quite like that pattern. Very simple. Yes, this is a great little way of doing a pattern book. I want you to try a little something for me, please, if you can. Ignore this if you're not into this, that's fine. I want you to, if you can hear the music, great. If you can't, don't worry. Listen to my voice. I want you to feel the weight in your toes flat on the floor. Got shoes on, you can still do that, doesn't matter. Just feel the floor, and as you keep feeling the floor, I want you to feel your fingers around the pencil here. Just feel it. And just quietly take that moment. It's quite rewarding. Quite rewarding. Very well, a bit more than quite. Last one is, it needs space. So what I will do is just there we go. So we've got 3 patterns in this one. I've not finished this one because I will show you what I'm going to do. It's really strange because I'm still concentrating on my feet and my feet feel very heavy, but that's a good thing. When I'm drawing these lines, keep my hand going and just lift my fingers with my pencil, and I find I get a better line doing it like that. So just allow the pencil to work. Feel how strong that, you can feel how tight, hold it tight and then let go, and you can feel the difference. Feel the difference. So we've got one block. We're going to work on this block now. I am listening to your moodling books, honestly I am, but it's just there's so many other books out there that have got great ideas in that I feel like why try and beat what's already done, you know what I mean? It's already there, it's already brilliant. So I've done like a checkerboard, okay, and I'm just going to take one corner. You won't see them all, but I'm not worried about that, as always. And then part of the thing that when you're doing this moodling with me is your brain, although you're not realising, is actually working quite hard, because you're having to solve problems of space and awareness. So if there's a spot there that needs an extra line on it, you know it needs to be there to fulfill it. And it's really, it's very, very relaxing. Although your mind is working, it's like physically you don't have to do it, mentally you're active. It's just a very powerful thing to do. I've always found it easier to do that. So here I'm just making some little dots, and as you know I tend to sort of go in families, so if there's a dot there, there'll be a dot here or some form of dot, so that's how I work. So here I'm going to go very lightly through it, and this is only so I've got some guidelines, you know, like my 12, 6, 3, 9. And I'm just going to do like it, I don't know what you call that. I remember my mum having cushions when I was younger, and I'm sure it was called cathedral window. And you know, it's really powerful, these like little memories that you have associated with a cushion. You know, I can't remember cousins' names or where the, but I can remember the details of this cushion. I can remember stood on the door of a caravan in Penama when I was quite young, and yet I can't remember everything. It's strange, isn't it, what you remember? I can only remember when I write it down as well, or I have to stand physically still and get it in my head. So I'm going to go change to my pen now and do some more pen work, only because I want to get this down so you can see it. Plus I'm in the mood, because I like to jump around, because what it does when I jump around, not physically in my head, I don't get bored. So I'm using a number 2 there. This is where you can really sort out any sort of rubbishy bits. And you know what I mean by that, because I don't tend to call stuff rubbish, but, well, I do my own, not others, but what I mean by that is things that you can change that on first sight looked a bit iffy. Okay, so some of these I'm going to forget. Some I've redrawn. Oh, I've moved my feet right, put my feet back. Can you see how my drawing went funny? I moved my feet. Wow. If that isn't proof, I don't know what is. My feet are flat now. Wow, look at the difference. So, I've got the darker ones in now. And the little black dots there. I'm trying to be pared back. Like that. Just simple dots, nothing. And here we've got the dots again. There. So now let's put these in. So just let your pen do the work. If you can listen to the music, that's even better. I'm listening to medieval music now. It's just that it's got a really nice cadence to it, and I can crack on with this without being my brain sort of popping over to have a bit of a sing song. Or tap my feet. That's why I do it, because it's soothing, but I don't know it, and it's not sort of like top 20, so I won't start singing. So here, just again, hold your pen really tight and then let go. Okay. Hi Karen. Hi Hilary. So hold really tight and let go. And I'm just going to draw these lines in. I'm just lifting my pencil as we pass each sort of column thing. I suppose you could say it looks like a fence. Cool. Okay, so I've got a few more to do. I'm being quiet, not because I'm down, not at all, just the opposite. I just think sometimes we need a bit of quiet. It's nice to know that when you're in the room with your friends, that you can sit in quiet and not just have to be constantly filling it. Oh, yep, see you later. Hello, bye, hello, bye. Yeah, it's Saturday and Sundays are family days, I must admit. So it's important. So here, what I'm going to do is put a little point on that. Like, these remind me of little seeds underneath a microscope, like germinating. Now I know that these, everybody's seen these before. They're part of very much the ZTC CTZ thing, where certified Zentangle certified Zentangle trainer, CZT, that's it. And what that means is they're certified, I'm not. So I can't call this Zen doodling or Zentangling. But what I do with it, I make it my own, so you're not properly copying. Well, I don't want people to think I'm just copying someone, because nothing worse than that. It gets right up people's noses, because it's obvious in some cases, and you're like, oh, why are you doing that? Pretending it's theirs. The 78 record, I had to rewind. Wow. See that then? I was trying so hard the opposite way. You try, push your pen. It'll work. You should pull your pen. Pushing your pen it's just too much hard work. But pulling your pen. See how smoother it is? Just try it. Gently move this pen over to the lines. Be slower. Really enjoy this time together. Sounds like an adult channel, doesn't it? Enjoy your time with me. Oh, that sounded wrong. So, what I'm going to do is just, because I've got like the right shape there, I want to bring in some commonality. So the commonality would be this shape. Can you see? Here. Okay, so I've put those little bubbles in, and now I'm going to be I've moved my feet, right. I can see why I've moved my feet. I'm going to put my feet back down. See, it's so much easier. Bob Ross. I felt really sorry for Bob Ross because he hated it, what they made him do. He wanted to do other things and paint other things, but they didn't let him. And he didn't love what he was doing, which was such a shame. So very talented, but he didn't like what they made him do. Read up on him. Even to the point where he couldn't have his hair cut. Move my feet, back down. Okay, so we've got this cathedral window. I think it is a thing, you know, cathedral window. Oh, yeah. I am going to put my tip jar back up. I believe that lots of people are doing it now, even though I was ripped apart for it. So yes, if you'd like to buy me a coffee, I will be doing that again. And it so makes me annoyed when it's so blatantly obvious that others are doing it. But hey ho! Hey ho, what about you? Right, let's go for another line now. I want something round here because I'm feeling it needs round, whether it just needs circles. Circles, let's go for it. But don't take this like I'm being a bit of a nut. But this is exactly what I needed to be with my friends drawing. Seriously, that sounds so cheesy, that. So I've got little ones and big ones. Hello, Jackie. Hi, Sally. Yeah, I like that. What I might do round the little ones. So, oh, I didn't. That's conscious or subconscious. Subconscious. Yeah, Rachel gets it. I have a chat to Rachel, which makes my day. Because I feel like I connected with someone when I'm sat on my own. Maybe we should get the rooms going again for people. Because that's how a lot of lovely people have found friends. Which is just amazing, isn't it? So here we've got a spare sheep, a spare space. So perhaps looking at that now, that needs to be something going the opposite direction. Or maybe, I know, just simple. These are just flicks. And what I'm trying to do is look at the previous one and not be the same. It's hard to do random, so I've just done flicky lines. It is, Jackie, it is. Oh, are you, Shirley? See what I mean? I don't mind. I really don't mind what on earth people do at all. Why should I? Because it's nothing to do with me. If you want to take part in it, doing this or do your own thing, it's like having a chat with your friends, isn't it? So I'm going to put one dot. It's like the other day I got to see Hells. I've not seen her for years. She looks brilliant. I got to see Mel. I got to see loads of people, and I really appreciated it because it was like not seen them for ages. Just so good. Right. There we go. That's enough, you see, look. So okay, let's have a little look at this. Perhaps. Right, this one is a take on that. So it's a lot closer together. Like that, and then coming this way as well. I'll bring it closer for you, don't worry. So it's a take on that. Hello, Diane! I do. Hi, Helen! Yeah. This is so rewarding. Being with friends. Doesn't matter how far they are away. Great. It's like Helen, lovely Helen's in America, and is it raining? Oh, the clapping. Oh, sorry, that was raining. Yeah, it's so good that the world's become such a smaller place. So, doing some diagonal lines, just in keeping with this, and I think what I might do is just do a version of that, but smaller. Let's see. So, yeah, I'll do it like that. And then I'll do the thin lines in it again. So, you like that? It's not exactly the same as that, but it's a version of it, so it brings together. Yeah, I do. It was lovely chatting to you the other day. I'm sorry, you might once in a while get a mad phone call from me, and it's me. Obviously, if it's from me, idiot I am. And I just randomly phone people, and then I find out where they're from, and it's like, they must think I'm a lunatic, and I suppose you could say that, but yeah, I like to contact with them, and then I find out that they're from, say, somewhere like America, and it makes me laugh, because it's like I'm chatting to them next door or in the room. It's brilliant, love it. Right, this has got to be one of my most favourite ones, but I think that's a bit big, so I'm just going to wobble. There we go. What a wobble that was. One of my best wobbles ever. So I'm wondering whether... No, don't start all that. Don't start all that. It's a little bit big though. Right, all I did was I looked at the line and followed it. Because you can see the wobble of my line, can't you, where I've just gone like that. And if you didn't get the beginning, you'll see. I just went with it. So this one is, my advice for this one when you're drawing it, is to drop some lines in first. Because it looks easier than it is when you're doing it and you're like, oh yeah, that's not as easy as it looks. So drop some lines in. Decided to take that space up as well. Now this is where I love this bit, and it's you're making a space in the space, right? If that makes any sense, you're making a space in the space with a square, but it's got to fit top and bottom. So maintain. You can't see it at the moment, so I'll move it over. Oh, don't ever be starstruck with me, blooming heck. I am what I am, nothing special. That makes me completely giddy, that. How on earth anybody could think that? So, can you see how I've done it? I like to ring people. I do. I rung someone the other day, they were in a meeting. I rung someone else, they were ready to get to school, do a school report. I was like, wow. So I'm going to do Soldier Bond, which is in the middle. So my advice is start in the middle of one, random. Because here I've done a bigger version. I'll just show you. Get it? Oh, drop me ping. See? There we go. When you're in the mood like this, you get made a big mistake there, and you know why? I moved my feet. How ridiculous. See, it works, doesn't it? I met you carrying it thingy, didn't we? It's to me, it's really reminiscent of like wonderful lines that you see in brick walls, or like cellular structure or geology. I don't know anything about geology, but I know that I've got a friend, Michelle, and she's a geologist, and it's like the strata and stuff. When I'm away, I look at that when I'm well, I love walking, but I don't know if anyone's got any cures for feet that really blister easily. It's driving me mad. I can't walk anymore. It's the one love of my life I can't do. Something I can do with my partner, and he walks and walks, and I want to so get back to it, but I can't. I think it's part of my condition. I'm so fed up with that bit. Anyway, can you see? Love this pattern. So I've got patterns. Let's have a quick look at all of it. I've got patterns correlating where there's elements of things in it. So what I think I need to do to this is can you see? Just put a circle in it. When I download my videos for this, oh, I moved my foot again. I sometimes when it's going through the processing, it'll tell me Sony have stopped the video going through because of copyright. If somebody comes back with copyright for this, it's probably a work. Those of you that know, in the know. Right, okay, so I'm going to do see, I think we're missing something with more impact here, but I don't want to put it in. I might carry on for a bit more. I might create a room and go in that actually. So I've got circular pattern, so I feel that it, let's see how the movement draws me to that. You might just think I'm stroking the paper. I'm not, I'm just there, see it's got movement. There, happy with that. So wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That looks well, I don't know. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's, yeah, someone else has told me that. Methylated spirits. This is like undulating, can you tell? Like that. So that's a nice pattern there. I think I'll just put that little square there. I've just created another one version of that. So here's a little trick for you, right? When this isn't my right pen, can't write with that one. There we go. When creating patterns, odd numbers work better. So when designing, sorry, it's really scruffy writing. So when designing patterns, think in e.g. threes, but change each pattern slightly. This gives a commonality and it's like commonality, it's not comprehensive and structured to your work. Okay, so there's a little rule for you if you don't mind me writing. Okay, when you're creating patterns, I'm not ignoring you, I'm looking at all the people telling me I should boil my feet. When creating patterns, odd numbers work much better. I'm really sorry about scruffy writing. So when designing patterns, think e.g. in threes, but change each pattern slightly. This gives a commonality and a structure to your work. So as you can see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 elements with dots, yeah? So, or maybe 8. So I put another dot in somewhere and it creates a pattern without copying. What you don't want to do is directly copy everything because that gets really boring. So let's have a quick look. See this here? I think it needs something in it because it looks too open. So I'm going to do another one. That's it. Oh, put your feet down. There. Look, see? Works. I'm very dull here. Do you know what? I was watching Who Do You Think You Are? I saw Matt Lucas, Boy George, Ruby Wax, and they all had my birthday in them. All of them. 24th of Feb. All of them had my birthday in as either birth deaths or whatever. I was absolutely floored. Seriously, it shocked me. All had my birthday in. Right, okay, so we've got quite a pattern here. We could bring this pattern. Oh, I know what we could do. Oh yes. Oh yeah, Twinner. You have a look, Emma. Honestly, it's shocking. I mean, you're like, whoa. Oh, got our birthday in. It really is weird. Really weird. Right, put your feet down. Put your feet down. Okay. I've got another little pattern that is like this one, but slightly different. So let's go in with a pencil. I've dropped my clip pencil on the floor. So this is that way. So let's go for a little walk. No, sorry. I'm just wondering. Oh. Right. Just little lines like that, okay? You see him? Yeah? When I design patterns, per se, whatever you want, per se, have you heard me? Who do I think I am? I tend to look at the fabrics and things around me. And this one, when I was drawing it, reminded me very much of... See, I moved my feet again. This one reminded me of knitting pattern. Do you get that? I really love that pattern. So much element for shading and putting stuff in. I need something with quite big lines now. Let me think, what have I done before? I'm going to have a point there, so put a point in your work, yeah? Do your wiggly lines. And then have another point, say, here. And we get these crazy lines. So let's go in with our pen. See, my feet are flat. Wow. Now, when we're doing that in art terms, that's called two-point perspective. And that means where you're looking at 2 points and they converge on each other. So let's get rid of some of these lines, so I'm not confusing myself. I know you're not confused, it's just me being confused, because I did so many different ones there. So there, I'm looking at something, what have I got here, that maybe needs to go in that. Or do I just leave it? I know what, I'll do this in it. Right here, the lines. This one. But can you see how there's, you can see it really clearly, there's elements of darkness there. So I think personally, to just do that. That's better. Can you see how it's bringing that in now? And let's look at this. I think maybe I hope you can see me. Sometimes it's better to try alternate ones. So rather than trying to make all of it fit, just look, is it needed to just, yeah, I quite like it with just 2 lines rather than all of them, you see. Makes it a bit more powerful. And we've got just one more here now, and I'm thinking, how's it going to fit? We've got these lines here. I think there's too much space here, so what I've got to do is just put some lines. And I'm flicking them on and off, I'm not drawing them, simply because I've got to put little circles on them, like a Sputnik. I like that word. Can you see how it works now better than all that? So I've got 1 space left, and I'm really loving this. Really love it. Looking at this, I need a pear-shaped thing, don't I? And I don't need it too heavy because it's... Oh, I know. I've just thought of taking that and making that. Okay. Don't need a lot. So I've done just a few lines. So then I need to do circle. Okay. I'm doing like that ricey pattern up there. Oh, rice. You know what I mean. Okay. Turn it. It's a bit too small for this here. Not really bothered about that. As you can tell, so we've got a bit of everything now, and I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. I'm going to put some shading on this. Do I need to put any lines on? Oh, has everyone gone? It doesn't matter. I'm carrying on. I'm getting on with it. Right, I've got a shading pencil, and I say that quite lightly because it's Faber-Castell shading pencil, but I'm not using it in that way. I'm going to use it so I can shade it. And I've got my clutch pencil, so I'm just going to put some shading in. Oh, he's still there. Right, I'm going to put some shading in, so I want it undulating. Was you all chilling? Just put a tiny bit of shade in. Like that. You don't need a lot. I'm going to see if this works first. So it makes it look undulating. Right? Right, okay, can you just see what I've done? Looks like a black eye. Oh, beautiful. Oh, you're all still here. Is everyone okay? No, I don't like that bit in the middle, but let's see. I'll leave it for now. But I am going to blend that bit there, because I really do like that. I'm just going to get rid of that a little bit. So, there we go. I like that a little bit better. You see, it's just give it a little bit of depth. Not added much here, so I'm going to go back in with no, I need my clutch. It's a 2B, you see. It's a 2B. And then I know you're all busy, so if you have to go, you know, have a lovely, lovely day, but I'm carrying on for a little bit. I've just got the real urge to do some more pattern. Oh, I really like that. I will carry it on around here as well. So pressing on hard and round and round and round and round. See, I will do it across them all now. Does that make sense? The way my brain works. Tell you the complete star at Create and Craft. Nigel May. So professional. So down to earth. You know, always make you so professional, making sure everything was fine. Right, I'm happy with that. I need to make that a little bit smaller, so I'll go back in with my doodah. Just take the edge off it. This is not a rubber as such. It's called Perfection. Oh, that's not it. Water-based varnish. Not too sure, but it takes the edge off it. I'm sure it's a varnish. Right, okay, so I've got that. We all okay? If people want to go, off you go. I don't mean that rude, off you go, off you pop. Go on, bye. I mean, like, I understand. Right, I'm going to rub out some more. Favourite thing to do. Those of you that know me. So anywhere I don't need the lines, look how clear it looks now. Love it. So get rid of these as well. I haven't got lines everywhere because I just went straight in with the pen for some, but some have got like the directional lines which don't look right. Well, not for me, not for this. Yeah, a bit that. But I've not gone round there. So if you think that part of your element needs that line retained, then that makes total sense. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go here. Get it? So I want it to look like cushions. So remember, very, very heavy dark light. It might be people have gone. People have things to do, I know. Well, it's nice seeing so many of you at the beginning because, you know, you can pick it up wherever you want then, can't you? Like that. You can start to see. I don't like people doing this at first because I'd like you to learn to shade properly with physical prowess. No, with pressure. I'd like people to learn with pressure first. So I always shy away at first of doing smudging. But get a tortillon and do it like that. That's fine because my fingers have got a bit greasy. That's better. Can you see how it's starting to look? By no means finished. Oh, it's the rubber. So I'm just going over the little finger patterns, which I'll do on all of them now. Right in the middle. All I'm doing is press round, like press. You don't have to do this. Might not be enough room for you to include the light bit. In that case, what we do is we get the pencil and use that and just draw. See, that's so not rubbing out. Yeah, that's it. And if you haven't got a rubber this shape, just cut your rubber up and sharpen your rubber, and then you draw in with your rubber, your eraser. Okay, so I've got some idea of form, and let's have a quick look at this, and which I think this one lends itself to a little bit of if people want to know about the clutch pencils I'm using. It's just something I found, and I really, really do like it because it's got that fine pencil sharpener. I've never seen one of them before. So, not too much on it because it looks a bit weird. It sort of messes with your eyes. So that needs to be clear, that bit there. There, that's it. See how it goes up, up, down. Shake it all about. So do that. Smudge. Clean. Yeah, much better. There we go. Can you see how it's supposed to look a bit up and down? Okay, which one's this? So, meditative, how many T's in? I haven't got a clue. But basically we've had quite a relaxing one today where we've not tried to invent the wheel or anything, we've just taken our time. We've done very simple patterns, perhaps patterns that we've used and forgot about, perhaps new patterns. But the point being, I love that. The point being that it's made us relax. really relax. I mean, there's another pattern I love, which I'm going to do another shape here. Oh, look at time, sorry. Pencil shape erasers. Oh. So, let's get the pencil. So, let me take the pencil for a walk. Ready? Oh, cool. I can't do all that. We'll be here all day. So, here, lines. I'm going to do that big one there as a... So it's, again, a soldier bond. Looks a bit strange. Oh, no, don't like that one. It's not round enough. So we've got like a pattern of, I love that one. And you can go a little bit further as well by just doing that if you want, like a stud, whatever. There's another one that's really cool as well, which is squares. Makes me laugh. I get people constantly saying, you give too much, you should be selling it all, and I just can't bring myself to do it. So if you would like to support me in keeping these free, oh, that sounded such a segue. It wasn't meant, actually. I do have a Patreon, thanks to all my Patreons, and I will be naming you. I've got to get permission first, but yeah, they keep me going. They allow me to carry on giving free stuff. For some people, like just over £1 a week, but that helps me to continue to do the free stuff for people, and you also get benefits being a Patreon. But yeah, it's a tiered thing, and you can do as little or as much or nothing, you know. But yeah, it really does help me to keep this going. I've been doing this nearly 3 years now. I might even say I could be one of the first to have done it, free videos, so, but you'd have to check that. So this one is, you put in four circles in a square, 4 circles, and we're going to do, like, we did this with ATCs in school, and we did a hanging one, and we put like paper clips in them, so different ways of hanging them, but to draw them, it's just easy if we do what we did before and suggest. So it's like a flattened C, okay, and you do each one that way. Oh, you can see, sorry, flattened C, okay. So then turn it and you do a flattened C that way. And it's across the gap. If you start getting into the middle like that, that's whopper confusing. So we're actually, it's really cool that one, isn't it? So you can either make it look in or out. Let me explain what I mean. So here it looks like we've got 4 hanging, four holes connected to something else. But if I put the shade in here, it starts to look like tubes fastened. Get it? Can you see it? So it's like tubes fastened, or, because you can see it's fastened that way. I'll have to turn this around actually so you can see it better, because I'm conscious that you can't see it up there. So here we've got tubes flattened that way. Like that. But if we think of it the other way, can you see? They're the actual, how they connect. Now I'm missing one. I forgot there's one here as well. So to put the last one on, turn it that way, and we do oh, I know. See, 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 see. You don't have to put this bit on. It's just that one of the students went alpha 11 over it and did them all, but I just quite like the way they did it. So just to show you close up, it is so you think of yours as squares with 4 holes in. Oh, have I? Does it come back? Right, so that one passes to there. Oh, let me put me squares in, sorry. You can put your squares in first, which does make it a lot easier. So you put your squares in there like that. So you're going across. And this looks less like, because there's less space, it looks less like a tube. Right, I better keep my hands still for you. Right, okay. So that would go across the actual gap. Here we go that way, that way, that way, that way. But if you're clever, you can go both ways and it looks quite 3D. So we're going all round there. Get it? Like that. And then you can pass over. I think that's too convoluted, but there we go. Right, so we've done a couple of extra patterns which I love. So let's think of something else. Where's the one that I really like? Let me add oh yeah, it's just a simple pattern, but it creates so much dimension. So just regular, yeah. Absolutely, I love that game. Brilliant, isn't it? Used to play that with my Uncle Francie. So I'm just colouring those in now, just to give you the beautiful pencil to draw with this. It's so nice in your hand. So I prefer a little bit of weight to a pencil. That's just preference. It doesn't mean anything. Just your preference, like with pen. So here I'm just gonna go over the white dark bit there, and then there. See? I hope that looks 3D. You can't even see it. Get it? So you could just get lost in it now. I've got some prep to do for the grunge coming up. It's alright, Jackie, don't worry, it's a case of pencils. I know you might think that's quite a lot, but I do love them. You get the little pencil sharpener that fits the end, that tiny thing there. You get all these, I think you get 4 of these, 3 of these, and then you get your other pencils as well, which are the, where's the other ones gone? Oh, they're in my handbag. There we go, there's one of them. So you get them as well, which are the finer ones. But I will put them on, and what I'll do is I'll put the paper in it. Oh, you get all your, you know, your 2 mils, 6H, 2H, 3B, 4B, HB, you get 2B as well. 0.5 lead, no, graphites, 2Bs. Oh, not to read. Oh, you get rubbers, erasers for the ends of your doodahs. 2 of them, and then all them erasers. Really good. It's not cheap though. It's not like a couple of quid. I think it's about a tenner. But I can honestly say I really love it. And the next step up is a clutch. This is a Kohinoor. This is a clutch for graphite sticks. So, and you can sharpen these, which is cool. So I can put that in a sharpener and get a really sharp point, but I can also, see that, really dark. Yeah, I'm back on it Tuesday, 7 and 11. I've got some really great grunge stamps coming up. I've done a couple of pages as well. So yeah, it really is cool. You'll love it. You'll love it. So eclectic. It's brilliant. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Today is the 18th. So I'm going to be back. So let's say I will see you here Wednesday at 12. I'm going to be doing some other auctions as well, guys, next week. Look out for them. It'll be mixed media, so it'll be like consumables. If you want to get involved, let me know. And the Patreon page is there. If you'd like to buy me a coffee for services rendered, then that's great too. But all of them, if you click on any of the link Nancy's just put up, you'll see it's all there. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks so much to you for being here. And really, whether you're a lurker or a worker, it does. Oh hey, a worker or a lurker, it doesn't matter. You're here. You're taking time, and that's what's important. So, see you Wednesday. I can't do it. I can't do it. Right. See you Wednesday. Bye. Where's my mouse gone? Right.